Hey, what's up, good people? It's Rob Lee. So I should have played this video maybe 7-8 days ago, maybe 10 days ago. A friend of mine on a Saturday morning out on the West Coast, I got this man up at the crack of dawn and we were talking about Islam in schools, and I should have made this video then, and for that, for being remiss in my duties, I apologize to you, but I'm going to play it now. And at the end of the video, as you watch these people, these are true heroes. These are your people. These are everyday folk who are coming forward and are telling the truth. They don't have to have no alternative left or right media to prompt them into doing it. They don't need to be prodded and probed, man. They just stood forward for what was right. And they came forward and they did the right thing. They marched into a San Diego school board meeting and spoke the truth. This is what you need to do. You don't need to run and go get your weapon yet. You need to start speaking out and telling the truth and quit letting people lead you astray. Let's watch this video, and then at the end of the video, if you'll be so kind, I would like for you to go with me, and I want to show you the people that are deliberately trying to lead you astray. Now you will see the people in this video coming forward and telling truth, and then you will see some people at the end of the video who are trying to lead you away from the truth. Okay, let's go to the video.
With regard to what we're doing to keep our Muslim students safe, we don't think this school board exactly.
I'm sorry, we will not allow that.
We will not allow in San Diego public schools for Muslim children to be spit on, beat up, verbally harassed, or have their hijabs constantly pulled on in class. We must make sure that
I'm sorry, Mr. Beiser.
Okay.
We will clear this auditorium if people are going to interrupt and not be respectful.
Then clear the auditorium.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Hate has no place in San Diego schools.
Hello, good evening. I'm Eric Gonzalez, and I have 2 children in the Mira Mesa cluster, and I'm not coming here from the position of fear or Islamophobia, as most of you call it, from personal experience, because I've served in the United States military for 22 years. Now, I'm speaking out against the curriculum-based lessons regarding the religion of Islam at one of my children's school. First, I was never given the opportunity to give my permission for my child to attend those lessons. And now it is my understanding that the curriculum calls for all religions to be covered throughout the school year. In my case, that is not the case. If you want students to learn about Islam, then make it an elective, not a primary course topic. Secondly, if you truly say this, this is not about the religion of Islam, but primarily about anti-bullying, then make it about all students, not just one particular demographic group, because that's what's happening. The bullying of those of Christian faith continually are targets on and off campus.
Thank you.
Finally,
no, thank you very much.
Everything CARE, who you have aligned and partnered with, supports everything against the United States Constitution, so wake up. Yeah.
Good evening. Mary Baker, representing Citizens for Quality Education, San Diego, here with several complaints about the new discriminatory anti-bullying policies crafted for a special group of students in the district. Number 1, the biased reviewing and vetting of materials related to Muslim culture and history in media centers and classrooms as though it's missing somehow. Number 2, restorative justice approach to deal with bullying incidents like talking circles in lieu of mental health services, apparently. 3, the district establishing formal partnerships with CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations, which is partially funded by the terror group Hamas. The series of professional development training related to awareness and advocacy for Muslim culture. Why single out Muslim culture? And 5, the Islamic religious practices and accommodations in schools. If the district is making these accommodations, then shouldn't they provide accommodations for kids of all religions? In the Times of San Diego, they report this: 33% are anti-Semitic incidents reported in the San Diego County in 2016 compared to the year prior.
Thank you.
I'm going to finish with this quote. The ADL noted a spike in the incidents since November and a doubling in the amount of bullying, of vandalism at non-denominational K through 12 grade schools. You have a larger issue, and what are you doing for them? Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Alice Kaiser, and I came to ask this board to immediately reverse your policy of compliance with Sharia law. Sharia law is not a religion. It is a theory by desperate, cruel men against women. We cannot support that type of action in our schools, in our cities, or in our nation. You have given your alliance to people that are against our own Constitution. It is wrong. Sharia law is despicable and not acceptable in this country. You women especially should know that women's rights are very, very important to all of us. When you voted for this policy, it was terribly wrong, and you should reverse it immediately. You are working against our American Constitution, and that is wrong. You've given your loyalty to the enemy. CARE is an arm of terrorists.
Thank you.
And you should reconsider this policy and give the students the right to freedom of speech. If a student sees that it's wrong,
Thank you.
then they should have the right and not be punished under the guise of bullying. Sharia law has nothing to do with bullying and
to
spitting.
conclude your comments. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've had to chop my speech up pretty well to fit your guys' 1-minute time constraints. My name's Christopher Wyrick. I'm a resident of San Diego. I'm a taxpayer, a father, and a husband, and a very, very proud American. Over the years, I've had many titles. One of them I will not accept is infidel. There's been an argument over the years to keep religious beliefs out of school, especially any that happen to be associated with Judaism or Christianity. So at what point did you decide that it was okay to teach my children about Islam? If you're going to take a stance on any religion in school, then that stance needs to be firm against all religions. Your protective class reports from July 1st, 2016 to December 31st, 2016 accounted for states that there were 7 incidences regarding religion. Number 4 on the list accounting for 11% of those reports. If you further separate these incidences down into religious sects, then those numbers fall drastically. So how does your board justify spending our tax dollars on a program that is meant to educate our kids on the Muslim religion specifically, yet only accounts for a very, very small portion of the harassment reported? Have you, pardon me, it's the first time I've ever been up.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so I've seen your reports, and it amazes me that you've allowed CARE to come into our public schools and begin to implement pro-Islam curriculum. What's next, teaching them about the 5 pillars or the conversion prayer?
Okay, thank you very much.
Dude, I'm going to go. You're going to have to drag me out of here. Yeah. Is that what you consider educating? How does your organization like CARE with ties to terrorists like Hamas have an ear of this board?
Sir, we've got to ask you to
whatever.
conclude.
How does you actually allowing them to implement its propaganda and hate speech into our schools in an effort to brainwash the minds of the young? The Muslim and its followers have gracefully hidden their political agenda under the veil of religion. Yeah, I get it, you guys. You know what? You guys are hypocrites, and you guys should protect your children.
Okay. Okay.
This school board took educational funds and gave it to the Council of American Islamic Relations to pay for the imams that are going to teach 6th graders that about Islam. Two of the major doctrines of Islam is that Jesus Christ or Jesus of Nazareth was not crucified. That's Surah 4, 157. And another tenet of Islam is that America is the great Satan, and Israel is the little Satan, and this is not something that you want to teach sixth graders. I am also opposed to rabbis teaching the doctrines of Judaism to sixth graders. And
Thank you.
And you need to make cuts in the budget, and I would suggest that you stop giving educational funds to the Council of American Islamic Relations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nam Yong Hon. I am an American citizen. I always emphasize the importance and value of responsible quality education, including freedom, equality for all. Educating children should be your focus, not political or cultural indoctrination. You have a responsibility to do what is the best for the children, not to push an ideology that allows one group to bully others. Immigrants from many countries, I have to shorten this, so sorry. They come here, strive to assimilate, to participate with the mainstream America from the minute they arrive in America. They do not try to impose their cultures and their native laws and ideology on Americans.
Okay, thank you very
Islam
much.
teaches that American laws are meaningless. This is wrong.
Thank you. Thank you.
By partnering with CARE, you have taken side against those you are responsible to protect.
Please conclude. Thank you very much.
This is beyond shameful.
Okay.
And please think over. Thank you.
My name is Bob Cowell. I'm from Marietta, California. First of all, Mr. Bisa, I've been to Israel as well. Walls do work. That little town you went to must be an anomaly, because I've been to Hebron where shots were fired. I've been all over the place there. Those walls work. Before the wall, there were people killed by bus bombings. We bought bus 19 to Temecula. It was blowing up with innocent people in it. Afterwards, there were no bus bombings. Now they just use swords and caterpillars and cars. But you're aligned with CARE. CARE is a terrorist organization. If you're aligned with CARE and something happens, we're going to hold you personally responsible, and you're going to go to jail for this. Thank you.
I am James Horn. I am a retired Foreign Service officer. During the 25 years I served overseas, I worked in intelligence, counterintelligence, counterterrorism, and national security. I spent 10 years working in Sharia-compliant Islamic countries, where I have personally witnessed some of the most egregious human rights violations against women and non-Muslims. I have also experienced Islamic hatred directed at me and my colleagues. I know and I understand Islam very, very well. I also know, and I want to tell you, that the Council on American Islamic Relations has been identified by the Federal Bureau of Investigation as a criminal enterprise. Do you understand that you have partnership with a criminal enterprise, with evil? Shame on you.
So after watching a video like that, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel proud, it makes you feel strong, it makes you feel proud to be an American. These are just everyday people. And they went and stood up for your children, their children, your children, my children. And then we have the people who are trying to deceive us and give us a false sense of security that everything is okay. The fake news people all over YouTube. And they have to be called out. Now, I understand that I'm going to catch a lot of hell, and I've already been doing it for the past month. Every time I say certain buzzwords or call out certain people, my videos get stalled. It's okay. I don't mind. I just go back to prayer, man. My Father didn't call me this because he knew that I would be weak. In fact, just the opposite. None of you can say anything to hurt me. I don't run. I don't get scared. I've only been broken twice in my life, and it was the Almighty Creator that did it. I have a special place in my heart for children, for the innocent, for the meek. If you try to harm a child in front of me, I will very well probably hurt you and hurt you badly. Some people, though, hurt children in different ways. People who physically abuse children, mentally abuse children, and then the people who do it in a different way. They do it from a distance. Let's take a look at people who lie, cheat, and make money from the ignorance of people and on the backs of our children. Now I want you to open up your mind and let's just be honest and let the chips fall where they fall. Remember, you just got through watching a video. Islam is in your schools. It's being pushed in your schools. I made a video that showed you, it's called Access Islam, that in your schools, Islam is being pushed. Children are bowing down to Allah. Allah means curse. Let's go forward, people, shall we? It's over. Look what the judge told the Muslim. End Times Prophecy News by a man named Jim Beckwith. It's over. Look what the judge told the Muslim. You see. Makes you feel good, huh? I mean, we're kicking the Muslims' ass. No, we're not, man. We're having our asses kicked. But this is the propaganda. Make $70 or $80. Keep going. Do this a couple times a day. You got something good going. You have to hurt, lie, cheat, and steal to do it, but you got something going, right? All right. 10,000 patriots. This is about Ken Daly. Just stood up to a Muslim bully in Florida. You have the nice one-eyed symbolism there, Ken, and 10,000 patriots just stood up to a Muslim bully. Truth is, you can't realistically get 5 or 10 men up off the couch to stand up to a Muslim bully. Ken Daly's got 10,000. And the one-eyed symbolism. One-eyed symbolism. Who does that? See, you give the one eye because you're giving your allegiance to the pyramid. You are giving your allegiance to what's in the capstone, to Apollyon. That's right. If you can't handle it, hey man, go to a channel that will feed you lies, not knock yourselves out. Shock. FBI insider reveals why Jason Chaffetz is being removed from government. Not really. But it's a little good story for you, huh? Make some money, use a religious title, deceive the people. Wonderful. Dabu 77. Boom. Boom. Okay, yeah, there aren't many booms in this world, man, but all right, man, I'll play along. And you're supposed to, this is one of the bigger people on YouTube, right? Boom. Rothschild Bank, now under criminal investigation after recent indictment. Okay, so this guy who's supposed to be one of the bigger YouTube channels does not, or either he's lying. I'll let you decide. You mean this boy does not have enough sense to know that the Rothschild family owns 15% of this earth? They own the governments, they own the prisons, they own the cops, they own most of the food you eat, they own most of the cars that you drive, they own almost everything, and you believe Dabu 77, if you spell that another way, it could almost be spelled Buddha, would be a way to mock Jesus the Christ. So you mean that Dabu doesn't understand that the Rothschilds don't get investigated? They've only been serving their father Apollyon for thousands of years. I mean, here's Nathan Mayer Rothschild. He doesn't care about who sits up on the throne. He just cares about controlling the money. But Dabu 77 says they're under indictment. Whew. Come on, people. You got to wake up and start doing better now. Back to Jimmy Beckwith. End Times Prophecy News. Breaking Supreme Court ruling, no Islam in public schools. And this is a grotesque and hideous lie meant to deceive and make money off of who? Children. You just saw a picture of children, your babies. Your babies made to get down on all fours and worship Allah. Jim Beckwith in End Times Prophecy News tells you, breaking Supreme Court ruling. There was no Supreme Court decision. There was none, because I went and checked it out personally myself. You see, I went and did the work. It just happened. Supreme Court just destroyed every Muslim in America. You'll cheer. Breaking news number 24. Let's move on. Can't have you people hurting kids. And here's back to Jimmy Beckwith. Now I want to show you something here now. He's going to call Trudeau a retard. Now, most of us know what Trudeau is, but you don't want to use the word retard, do you? I mean, that's not the word that you want to use to kind of mock the people that are mentally handicapped and people that have problems. Then in the same, you're going to get U.S. Education Department asked, this is the same guy, asked to eliminate lesson plans on Islam. It's a lie. End Times Prophecy News, support conservative news and my ministry here at PayPal. What kind of a ministry do you have, Jim, when you make money off of children with lies and call people retards, even a punk ass like Justin Trudeau? You don't use the word retard. But let's go on over here. And this went all across the net. Breaking Supreme Court. No Islam in schools. No Islam in schools. So I went to factcheck.org. I checked. I spent hours looking. I went to the Supreme Court website itself. And I took the time to read rulings for the past 2 months, and I looked all over, and there was not a damn thing about Islam being removed from schools. But this is the deceit that is going on. You see, you have the people who are pretending to be your friends who are actually taking you away from the truth. The real heroes are the people like you saw in the video, and the people that are willing to tell you the truth even when they step on the toes of the people that have the money and the people that gather around the master's table, like the Jim Beckwiths and all these others who are waiting for crumbs and scraps from Apollyon's table. Then you have people like me who aren't afraid to go walk into their house and tell them, I'm here, let's get it on. Because I know what is behind me, and what is behind me is greater than anything that's in this world. I love you guys. I want you guys to quit being deceived. We do have a problem, and we don't need people telling us that things are okay when things are not, to make money and hurt you and hurt our children. God bless you all. God bless this great country. Take care.